So I promised you guys I'm going to drop a video explaining the currency pairs in forex market and all you need to know about them. So for this tutorial we are going to be using the Meta 5 account. So I believe all of you must have downloaded your Meta 5 and have them installed in your phone now. If you don't have it, you kindly do that so that you can follow up after watching this video and get to know the interface properly. So once you have downloaded your Meta 5, first thing you need to do is to create a demo account. So this is my own demo account. I just created this for the sake of this video. If you want to create yours, you just need to tap on this manage account, or if you haven't created any account, you're going to see create account. So you just create a new account. You just need your phone number and your email, and they are going to open a demo account for you. Then you can save your login details and your password. So once you have done that, this is okay. You look at this place, this is news. Here you can see forex news. On this page there is no news. Here you can see your mailbox, your journal, economic calendar, the financial histories and important dates all over the forex markets, future and previous. You are going to see them there, but that's not what we're going to do in this video. So once you have signed up, let's quickly go to the currency pairs. Once you have created your account on Meta 5, you are going to see this dashboard. This is the interface you are going to see. Now this is your quotes. This is the page that displays all the currency pairs that you have. This is the chart. This place is where you analyze a particular currency pair. You view the chart at a time. This trade, this is where you, when you enter a trade, it's going to show here. So whenever you enter a trade, it's going to be reading in this place. This is like your transaction box, let me put it like that. So you see all your transactions here, and here is for your history. This is where you see all the history of your trades closed, all your previous trades, both won and losses. You see everything here. And these messages, this one is irrelevant. Actually it's irrelevant to us for now, but these four are what you need to know here. Now if you open your Meta 5 and you aren't seeing these currency pairs here, what that means is the currency pairs has not been added for you, or because sometimes you create your Meta 5 account, some of the currency pairs are not listed. If you even scroll here, you can see there not all the currency pairs are already listed. So say you want to add a currency pair, you come here, you see this plus icon, you click on this plus icon here. Now you see forex, you see metals, you see indexes. These are, let me say, currencies and equities that are traded on forex. So because we are looking for currencies, you click on forex here. So when you click on forex, you can see these are all the currency pairs. So any currency pair that you are looking for, you want to include to your chart, you pick them here. So say I want to add this euro GBP and this GBP AUD, GBP JPY. You just tap on them and automatically they get added. So that's how you add your currency pairs. And once you are done with that, this place, this plus icon that you this pencil icon that I just tapped, this is to arrange them how you want them to be lined up. Let's see, because you definitely have, you are not going to be trading all the pairs. You are going to have some certain pairs that you are going to be trading. So this is how you use this place. You just hold on the coin like this, the pair, and you push it up. You see these are the new currency pairs that I added. They are down at the bottom and I want them at the top. So this is how you can customize your account to suit your need whenever you are trading currency pairs. So once that is done and you go back, you see automatically the change has been made. Euro GBP has been up, GBP USD, USD JPY. So that's how to customize your Meta 5 Now, talking about the currency pairs, let's go into the currency pairs fully. um, Earlier I told you guys in my previous sessions that we in forex we are literally just buying and selling. What that means is that we are trading currencies for currencies, unlike our normal market where we trade goods for money. In forex now we are using money to buy money. So we have two currencies being traded at a point in forex every time. I've explained all this to you guys before. Now the euro USD, let's look at the euro USD for example. I told you guys the first currency pair is always known as the base currency, and the second pair is known as what? The quote currency. Now euro USD, euro is the quote currency, is the base currency, USD is the quote currency. For USD shelf, USD is the base currency, shelf is the quote currency. That shelf is Swiss francs. That is the currency pair. So what that means now is the base currency, what you should know always is that what the base currency is always stronger than the quote currency. That is why it is always put like that. If you look at the chart on the left, on the right hand side, you can see two numbers. I'm going to explain what those means. And mind you, if you notice, the numbers are not moving at all. None of the numbers are moving. Everything is on a standstill. That is because today is a Saturday, and on Saturdays the forex market is off. The market is always open Monday to Fridays on work days. So Saturday is a holiday, so the markets are not trading. That is why you see that the numbers are not moving. But the blue lines means positive. You can also note them as green, while the red means negative. So when you see something running red, you know it's running on a negative, it's selling. If you see it in blue, you know that it is buying. That is just what the colors mean. There's nothing much to know about that. So previously to what I was explaining, the base currencies are always stronger than what the quote currencies. That is why they are put together in this way. Now if you look at the numbers, you can see the first one, let's ignore the second digits, the first series of digits. It's telling you, what that is telling you, it's how many of the quote currency is needed to get one base currency. So for euro USD, euro is definitely stronger than United States dollars. Everyone knows that. So what the chart is telling you is you need 1.0869 of United States dollar to get 1 euro. It's as simple as that. So for GBP USD, that's Great Britain's pounds against USD. Great Britain's pounds is always higher than United States dollar too. So that is why the digit is 1.2730. That means you need 1.2730 United States dollar to get GBP 1 Great Britain's pounds. That's just the logic. It's as simple as that. Now there are some situations whereby the stronger currency, instead of being put as the base currency, that is in the first position, it is now placed as the quote currency. That means the stronger currency is now taking the weaker position. So an example of that is AUD USD, that's the Australian dollar against the United States dollar. Everybody knows Australian dollar is weaker than United States dollar, but instead of coming as quotes, it is coming in the base spot. Now if you look at the chart, you see 0.6402. that means you don't even need to have up to $1 to get 1 Australian dollar. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to explain here, but if you get the logic, that is just that is just how it works. So whenever you see a chart that has 0 point, you know that those are the special cases whereby the stronger currency is coming second place as quote, instead of being the base currencies as it's supposed to be. If you look at this NZD JPY, this New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. So New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, you need 86 Japanese yen to get one New Zealand dollar. That is just what it means. USD JPY, you need 145 United JPY to get one USD. It's simple as that. Euro GPB, you need 0 point. So Euro GPB means Euro is the what weaker currency now, GPP is the stronger currency. So this is a special case that I'm talking about too. That is why it's 0.84, which means you don't even need up to 1 Great Britain's pounds to get an euro. So if you understand that concept now, so the last thing I want to tell you guys about currency pairs that I think you need to know, it's the type of currency pairs that we have. So normally in forex trading we have what we call the major pairs, that's forex majors. We have the forex minors, those are the minor pairs, and we have the exotic pairs. So now the major pairs, these are pairs that usually, in fact we have just about 7 of them in forex. These are the 7 major pairs, and these major pairs, they have United States dollar either as the base currency or the quote currencies. So those are the major pairs. They are pairs from top countries. These are the Euro USD, the USD shelf, the GBP USD, the USD JPY, and the rest of them. So after the major currencies, now we have minor currencies, or forex minor. Now these are currency pairs of other countries. The reason we have these segregations of pairs is because some countries currencies, based on how developed the country is, some country pairs are being traded more than others because of volatility, liquidity. Because the more volatile a market is, the more money you can make from there. So that is just why these pairs are being segregated. So aside the 7 forex majors, the forex minors, now these are pairs like the GPB card, the Euro GPB, the NZD JPY. You see these currency pairs, they are currencies that are used in top countries also, but USD is not part of it. So those are the forex minors. Then the forex exotics are currency pairs of other countries. In fact, just the rest of the currency pairs that are in forex that are not usually traded. Those currency pairs like this USD, let me see, let's go to this place. You see a lot of them. Okay, you can see them. The AUD card, AUD NZD, this is a minor pair. Card shelf, this is a minor pair too. Minor pair, minor pair, minor pair, minor pair, all these. So these are the exotic pairs. The Euro check, you see everything here except this. This is a minor pair. Euro GPY is a minor pair. This is a minor pair. This exotic, all these are exotic pairs. So aside that, we trade gold. Gold is being traded, silver. If you come to metals, you see them here. USD gold, this is a major pair. Gold euro, this is a minor pair. Gold Australian dollar, minor pair. So silver USD, this is a major pair too. So that's that. These are what are traded, and indexes. This is indexes. Normally these markets move on weekends too. Guys, that's it. We've come to the end of the video. That's all I need to tell you guys about currency pairs. You can still go ahead, do your own research, learn more. there's a lot of information out there for you guys. So but these are the basic things, these are the necessary things that every trader knows. Every beginner trader, every pro trader, you need to know these about currency pairs and how they work. So see you guys in my next video.